Out here on my walk, wrapping it up, and I want to offer you all a perspective to something that is a fable, maybe a timeless saying that many of us have heard within spiritual communities in general, and that is, witches hate mirrors. Why do witches hate mirrors, y'all? You know, they say in old times you got to cover up mirrors and all these different things. Why do they dislike mirrors? And I've come to realize some things in life just by way of what God has walked me through. I realize things that have added clarity to symbolisms that I've come across and slogans that I've heard. Giving you an example of, when in my Bible study on my podcast, when I spoke to the dream, when I spoke to the experience I had when I was in Atlanta and I saw a disc fly out of the belt star of the Orion constellation. And I laugh at it because it sounds so ridiculous, but I did see it. I'm sure of it. There's no doubt about it. I've seen some strange things, y'all. Stranger than that. But I would not have been able to correlate the symbol of the being that was in between, in the middle of the disc, and that I would later see in the pages of history books and carved on walls of ancient places that had wings. I would have thought, oh wow, this being has wings. But had I not seen it myself and been able to connect it logically, I wouldn't have known what it was symbolizing. And the same thing goes for certain slogans that we hear. Like I said, we've heard slogans like witches hate mirrors. And I used to always wonder, well, why would a witch hate a mirror? But I've learned through experience and going to war, y'all, going to war with real live witches, I know why they hate mirrors. They hate mirrors because mirrors have the power to reflect back upon them all that they have done, all their karmic debt. A lot of times is bound up in their aura. It can be bound up within the eye sockets because they use this visualization, the eyes and the mind, to visualize a lot of things that they do. And a lot of times when you do so much iniquity in life, a lot of times that which you're looking to push out into the world, to send out in the form of your will, in the form of your spiritual currency, to inflict any type of change in the world. When you do it so much, especially when you do it in the form of inflicting negative energy, because negative energy takes a lot of energy, takes a lot more than sending out positive energy. Positive energy is light. It doesn't take a lot to do it. You don't need a lot of power to get it out and to send it far and wide. But negative energy, you've got to muster a lot of power. And a lot of times, they've sent out so much negative energy into the world that it goes no further, has no power to go any further than them or their environment of which they send the energy. So a lot of times the energy is trapped in the corners of places that they dwell. And if it doesn't even go that far, it's trapped in the eye, in the aura of them. So that something as powerful, yet so simple and so readily available as a mirror, them catching a glance of their reflection in something like a mirror, immediately sends back unto them all of that energy that's just waiting, that's just lying dormant within the mind's eye, within the eye, and within their aura. It immediately sends it back unto them. Yeah. No one has to do that to them. There's not a person that needs to pray to God or anybody to do such things. It automatically happens. This is the brilliance of God, I'm telling you. This system that we are all partakers of is a mathematically brilliant system upon systems, upon systems, upon systems. And it's humbling that God allowed us space up in here. God allowed us the ability to take up space in a phenomenal vessel. To move freely at our will, at our own free will within. Just leaving you a word today. Always looking to be useful. I was thinking about this on my walk, mirrors. I'm so thankful for my journey. I'm so thankful for my roundabout. So thankful. Always looking to be useful to you. Keep going. You're loved. Peace and love.